Representing Stockton, California. Yes, here is Nick Diaz. Some people wondered if we'd ever see him make this walk again. Good to see Nick Diaz making the walk to the island.
From the 209, which you are also gracefully representing with that tattoo. But Nick Diaz was the start of the Diaz dynasty. A guy that went out there every time and just gave it his all. His first one-round fight with Paul Daly back in Strikeforce is still believed to be the greatest one-round championship fight in history. Willing to go through the fire in order to make you engage him in the type of fight that he wants. He has phenomenal boxing and also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Beat Paul Daly and then returned to the UFC at UFC 137 to defeat BJ Penn. At the time, his 11th straight win. Wildly popular Nick Diaz back from the team. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, set to fight Nick Diaz. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nick Diaz. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights.
Flying through the air, he lands the knee. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones' calling card. Just turning his hip over into the leg kick.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Now Solid punch there.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got to send the collar count.
Side kick is true. Now some separation.
Huge knee land. What a beautiful body kick. He's going guillotine.
Oh, real good submission attempt. Now that one looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Oh, Diaz is trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Somehow he gets out.
Well, he had the triangle choke locked in, but he did a good job of staying patient, maintaining his calmness, and found a way out. Great job defensively.
Final seconds here. Round two is next. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. So he blocks the strike and now counters with a jab. Length doesn't always tell the story, but in this one, it has certainly been a fact.
Solid kick lands here.
Beautiful shot to the leg. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, straight to the body by Diaz. Oh, nice connection there by John Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems desperate to keep that title wrapped around him. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, he's got a pretty good side kick, and you saw it right there.
He did it great, and it pushed his opponent back. Notice how it creates space and allows him to get back to where he's coming from.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice payback right hand, my goodness. Guillotine jump.
Inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Great work here from the bottom fighter.
Take your time. Take your time. Getting them out here. Great defense by this fighter.
Under a minute now to go.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Oh, he got saved by the bell there. He was getting absolutely starched on the ground, grounded and pounded. Thankfully, the horn came at a good time. You see, gingerly, he gets back to his feet. He'll go back to the stool now for 60 seconds. Now the onus is on his corner to try to keep him in the fight. All right, let's look back at some of the action. DC, your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes, and a good sign too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Diaz's nose is bleeding now, looks to be cut perhaps there on the bridge. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. Just out of range with that right hand. Jones gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit-for-tat.
Hook in the clinch there by Diaz.
Does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
And a miss with the right hook. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Clinch position, look for a lot of different takedown attempts, a lot of level changes, really trying to empty the gas tank of the opponent.
Jones gets the single leg takedown, well played. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. Diaz's pass attempt denied. Oh, big shots from the top. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. His nose is significantly damaged after his opponent's handiwork in that previous frame.
It's smashed. It's smashed, John, and you see the cut on it. You see the bruising. It's bad now, but in a couple days it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get the black eyes and you start to look like a freaking penguin. The guy is taking too many shots with his head. He's not doing a great job of moving his head off the center line. If he wants to win this fight,
he has got to be smarter in his approach.
And he is toughness personified, but you got to think that that nose, in terms of his breathing pattern, is going to start to give him issues as this fight presses on. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Jones going for the takedown here, nothing doing there.
Straight punch lands.
Diaz is blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose.
He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
Big left hand.
He's got the single collar tie.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, he hurt him. Oh, my goodness, what a right hand. It's been a crazy fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad.
Oh, lands a hip toss to get him down. That can't feel good.
Good stick. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and
So another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
we always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus.
Oh, Diaz is in half guard.
Great ground and pound by this man.
He's got to be careful here.
And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. 15 seconds. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fifth and final round. Fighter lands a kick now, and a pretty good one at that. Oh, lands the overhand. How good is that? Unable to connect with a right hook. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh! He's hurting bad here. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Nicely done. Immediately gets the underhook. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Diaz is definitely taking aim at that cut right now. You see targeting that area that is already compromised on his opponent. Well, I can't think of a worse place in the world to be when you are tired than the world-famous octagon. We got two fighters who are nearly gassed out here, Jay.
Both of them are exhausted, and they are questioning what they did wrong in preparation for this fight. Or did they get in the octagon and just go crazy? You gotta manage your cardio.
Oh! Liver kick! Gets back to his feet. And there's that elbow blocked by Johnny Bone.
Big shot to the head.
Under 2 minutes now to decide this one.
Oh, nice inside kick. He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Just touching him with the jab.
Oh, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, and he's out. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because...
Gotta be careful here.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Diaz is looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, probably will be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it, this was a